Hello student, welcome back to my channel Aparna's math tutorial. Today I have come second time with a video of rule of 3 project 2. After break I have come. Christmas and you are both stand by the door and all you are well and enjoying a lot. Okay, so now let's start. Question number 9 is guns are fired at 4 minutes interval. In 1 hour 24,900 men are killed. How many men will be killed if equal quantity of guns are fired in 1 hour at 3 minutes interval? Here I create a table of duration of interval and number of men. Here you see, in the first case duration of interval 4 minutes. Then firing start and 24,900 men are killed. And in the second case duration of interval 3 minutes and then firing start, and we have to find out how many men will be killed in this case. Okay, so duration of firing, then duration of interval, then next firing, then next interval. This process is continued. So here in the second case duration of interval is less than the first case, so duration of firing is more in the second case than the first case, so more number of men will be killed in the second case. So duration of interval and number of men are in inverse proportion, that is indirect proportion. If I let this 4 as A and this 3 as B and this 24,900 as C and this unknown quantity as D, so according to the rule of 3 method, A is to B proportionate to D is to C, as it is inverse proportion. Therefore 4 is to 3 equal to A is to 24,900. Therefore 4 is to 3 is 4 by 3, A by 24,900 so use cross multiplication. 3A equal to 4 into 24,900 I put this A at the left side along, so 4 into 24,900 divided by 3. So A equal to, I divide this 24,900 by 3, 8,300. So A equal to 4 into 8,300 equal to 33,200. So how many men will be killed? 33,200 men will be killed. Okay. Question number 10 is a contractor undertook to finish a road 12 km long in 350 days, but after employing 45 men for 200 days, he found that only 4.5 kilometers of road were completed. How many additional men must be then engaged to finish the work in given time? So here I create a table of length of road and days and number of men. Total length of the road is 12 and 4.5 kilometers of road were completed. So the length of the remaining road is 12 minus 4.5, that means 12 minus 9 by 2, and divide this LCM 2 by this denominator 1, that is 2. 12 2s are 24 and divide this LCM 2 by this denominator 2, that is 1. 9 1 is 9. so 15 by 2. So the remaining length of the road is 15 by 2 kilometer. Okay, and here total days 350, 200 days have gone, so the remaining days are 150. Okay, 3 terms are in this table. I use any 2 terms. Suppose it is length of the road and number of men. Length of the road 4.5, then number of men 45, and when it is 15 by 2, here length of the road increase, so more men will be required. So length of the road and men are in direct proportion. I let this 4.5 as A, and this 15 by 2 as B, and this 45 as C, and this unknown quantity as D. So according to the rule of 3 method, A is to be proportionate to C is to D, as it is direct proportion. Therefore 4.5 is to 15 by 2 equal to 45 is to A. Therefore 4 2s are 8 plus 1, that means 9 by 2 is to 15 by 2 equal to 45 is to A, that means 45 by A so therefore 9 by 2 is to 15 by 2, that means 9 by 2 divided by 15 by 2, that means 9 by 2 into 2 by 15 equal to 45 by A. I simplify it, divide 9 by 3 and divide 15, so 3 by 5 equal to 45 by A. Use cross multiplication, 3A equal to 5 into 45. I put this A at the left side along, 5 into 45 by 3 divide 45 by 3, that is 15. So A equal to 5 into 15 equal to 75. So the required number of men is 75. So the required number of men is 75. Then I use the third terms, that is days. So days and number of men. When number of days 200, then required number of men 75. And when number of days 150, we have to find out the required number of men, that is B. Okay, so here number of days decrease, so number of men should be increased. So number of days and men are in indirect proportion, that is inverse proportion. If I let this 200 as A and this 150 as B and this 75 as C and this unknown quantity B as D, so according to this method, A is to B proportionate to D is to C. Therefore 200 is to 150 equal to B is to 75. B is to 75 is equal to B by 75. I simplify it. Divide 20 and 15 by 5, that is 4, 3. So 4 by 3 equal to B by 75. Use cross multiplication here. 3B is equal to 4 into 75. I put this B at the left side along. So 4 into 75 divided by 3. Divide 75 by 3, that is 25. So 4 into 25 is equal to 100. B equal to 100. So number of men 100. 45 men is already present. So required men will be 100 minus 45. That is 55. So how many additional men must be then engaged to finish the work in given time? 55 men must be engaged to finish the work in given time. Okay. Question number 11 is the garrison of 2400 men had enough food for 39 days. At the end of 15 days, the garrison was reinforced by 800 men, bringing no food with them. How long will be remaining food last? So at first I create a table of number of men and days. Here you see a garrison of 2400 men had enough food for 39 days. At the end of 15 days, that means remaining days 24. Okay, the garrison was reinforced by 800 men, bringing no food with them. So remaining days 24. Remaining days 24. So the remaining food is now for these 2400 men for 24 days, but these 800 men, so total men 2400 plus 800, 3200. So the remaining food have to continue not only by these 2400 men, by these 3200 men. Okay, so we have to find out the number of days. Okay, as number of men increased, so number of days should be decreased. So I use here inverse proportion. If I let this 2400 as A and this 3200 as B and this 24 as C and this unknown quantity A, let this A as D. So according to the rule of 3 method, A is to B, as it is inverse proportion, so A is to B proportionate to D is to C. Therefore 2400 is to 3200 equal to A is to 24. Therefore 2400 is to 3200, that means 2400 divided by 3200. So if I simplify it, I divide this 24 and 32 by 8, that means 3 4, and in the right side A is to 24, that means A by 24. So use cross multiplication. 3 by 4 is equal to A by 24. 4A equal to 3 into 24. I put this A at the left side along. So A equal to 3 into 24 divided by 4. Simplify this 24 and 4, means 6. So A equal to 18. So how long will be remaining food last? The remaining food will be last for 18 days. Okay. Here question number 12 is, if 50 men can do a piece of work in 12 days working 8 hours a day, how many hours a day would 60 men have to work in order to do another piece of work twice as great in 16 days? At first I create a table of number of men, days and hours. Here you see number of men 50, so number of days 12 and working hours 8 to complete a work. And when number of men 60, number of days 16, and have to find out number of hours. So at first I create a table of days and hours. When days 12, working hours 8. When days 16, have to find out number of hours. Okay, suppose it is A. Okay, when number of days increased from 12 to 16, so number of working hours should be decreased. So if I let this 12 as A and this 16 as B and this 8 as C and this unknown quantity A as D, so according to the rule of 3 method, I can write in this way: A is to B proportionate to D is to C. Therefore 12 is to 16, which is proportionate to A is to 8. That means 12 is to 16 equal to A is to 8. Therefore 12 is to 16 is 12 by 16 and A is to 8, A by 8. I simplify this 12 and 16, 3 by 4. Okay. Equal to A by 8. Okay. So use cross multiplication. Therefore 4A equal to 3 into 8. So I put this A along at the left side. Therefore A equal to 3 into 8 divided by 4, divide 8 by 4, that is 2. So A equal to 3 into 2, that is 6. So 6 hours. So A equal to 6 hours. 6 hours. So I create another table of number of men and hours. When number of men 50, record working hours 6, and when number of men 60, have to find out the required working hours. Suppose it is B. So according to the rule of 3 method, when number of men increased, so required hours should be decreased to complete a piece of work. Okay, so I let this 50 as A, and this 60 as B, and this 6 as C, and I let this B as D. So according to this method, I can write in this way: A is to B equal to D is to C. Therefore 50 is to 60 equal to B is to 6. Therefore 50 is to 60, that means 50 by 60. B is to 6, that means B by 6. I simplify this 50 and 60. I divide this 50 and 60 by 10, that means 5 by 6. Therefore 5 by 6, use cross multiplication. So 6B equal to 5 into 6. Therefore I put this B at the left side along. That means 5 into 6 divided by 6. 6 by 6, that means 1. So B equal to equal to 5 hours. So how many hours a day would 60 men have to work in order to do another piece of work twice? That means have to do another piece of work twice. That means required hours should be 5 into 2 in hours. Okay. So 60 men have to work in 10 hours a day. Today's homework is question number 13. A poultry farm having 5000 hens has provision for 250 days. How many hens must be sold after 50 days so that the remaining provision may last 250 days more? And the last one, question number 14. The work of 3 men is equal to that of 5 boys. 6 men and 2 boys can finish a work in 50 days. How long will 12 men, 4 boys take to finish that work? Okay, so I will come in the next video. It may be in 2023. So happy new year in advance to all of you. Okay, till then have done your homework and enjoying a lot. Okay, tata.